Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Ready.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Lightning 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Patriots in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they picked up the 1st down.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Cowboys, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Get it. 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Pats are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60, come 19, come 19 Lions.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. And this will be incomplete.
I can see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
To throw his DTR. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Now they'll change things up.
Warriors 70. Say, hey.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Nothing 19. 18. Find it. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Get it. Ready.
They'll go with a keeper. And he will have the Patriots first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Well, the return and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 7-7, our score after one.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19, Cup 19. Maverick, 60
now the play
Maverick.
clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Cougar 19. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warriors 70. Go.
Back to throw. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 8, Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
60, ready. Viking 18, 19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Pioneer. Ready,
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it prove fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now he brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Here we go. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
They'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A nice throw by the rookie from Georgia. He's got his mates a first down here.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Check. Like 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Higgins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Bronco 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Come on, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Now back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Ready, set. Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Patriots will take over possession here up at the 44.
Thompson Robinson's pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Let's go.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Ready, ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Thompson Robinson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And his drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Ready up.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Cougar 19. Ready up.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
70 Rangers, 70, trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Thompson Robinson now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
The DTR going to throw it here. To the left side. Pass caught by Thornton. Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Let's go.
On the bootleg, here's Thompson Robinson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
7-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 19-18.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, 26 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
2nd and 14. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
65, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Once again, it's Jeanty. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Patriots 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10.
Crazy. Here goes that. Ready, what's up? Hey, five. Crazy.
To the air, May. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Come on. Set. Bravo 80.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Now they'll audible to something else.
7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats.
Thompson Robinson now. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Arian Smith, 52 yards. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To the right side and intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On first down, it's Genty. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 66 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack. They can also get downfield and catch the football.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's May. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A passing down here, 5 receivers on the field as they look at a 2nd and 8.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
Here's May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hoffman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
For a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw, May. And this one incomplete. Threw down at the feet of his receiver.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
What's that? Five.
From the shotgun, May with it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now a handoff to Genzi. Down to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go again with Genty. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Thompson Robinson off of play action. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Carter, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, it In this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Two.
They'll try and throw for it with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Hey, what's that?
Throwing here is May. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's May. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And now here's another interception. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
Let's go.
Right back to Genty on first down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Raiders, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, The losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.